This episode of Wings and Wine was sponsored by Dirty Bird's Chicken. Welcome to the 13th episode of Wings and Wine. My name is Derek, aka City Needs Me. You can find me on all social media platforms at City Needs Me. You can follow the Wings and Wine page at WingsXWine on Instagram. This is the third part of my beauty series, and today I have
Shantell Monique, hey.
And Shantell's a special guest, and I'm glad to have her on today. Shantell's a big YouTube star.
Oh, I wouldn't say all that.
Yeah. You see, she had the fancy coat on today, so yeah.
I paid $30 for this coat. But thanks.
Today we have Black Girl Magic Riesling.
Yes.
I know on a previous episode I had the Black Girl Magic Red, and it's very good. I did try out the Riesling before, and I do enjoy it. And today we're actually sponsored by Dirty Bird Wings. And I will show the wings and everything in the episode, but I do want to give a big shout out to Dirty Bird's Chicken in East Liberty for sponsoring this episode and providing the wings for today. So let's go ahead and get the episode started. Can you tell me and the people watching what exactly you do?
So I am a makeup artist, and I also have videos on YouTube as well. Pretty much my YouTube is mainly makeup with a little bit of lifestyle, and but for the most part is beauty. But yes, I am a makeup artist. I'm transitioning into skincare as well, and just coming out with a cosmetic line. So that's a few things that I'm working on right now.
Well, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
How did you get to the point where you wanted to get into a cosmetic line?
Because I've always loved makeup, so I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand. And I just figure, there's a market out here for cosmetics. It's a very big market, so I might as well get my hands on it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing makeup?
Oh, God. Probably like 6 or 7 years now. It's been a while. Yeah. I've been doing it for a while. Mm-hmm.
So, when you started to do makeup, what made you get into the industry?
I've always had like a little interest in it, and I think what really made me get into it is actually funny. This one time I wanted my makeup done. I was in town. I think I was living in California at the time, but I was in town. I was in Pittsburgh, and it was my birthday, and I was like, oh, I really want my makeup done, but I waited to the last minute, so everybody was pretty much booked, and I couldn't like get a hold of any of the makeup artists here. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it myself. I've never done makeup before. This is my first time doing it. So I just like went to writing, brought all this cheap makeup, and it looked horrible. But it was just like, all right, I'm just going to keep going and figure this out.
Yeah.
So I just kept going with it, and then I just kept getting better and better, and just progressing. And I like really love it. I'm obsessed with it now.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Did you end up going to school for it?
So I went to cosmetology school for esthetician, which is more skincare.
Yeah.
They were supposed to teach you makeup, but it was really, we just watched the video and it's like, here, that's how you do makeup. So I'm like, well, no. So I'm pretty much self-taught. Yeah. Like I learned a lot from a lot of YouTubers too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So speaking of YouTube, what made you get into the YouTube like content creator?
Because I just knew what I wanted to see on YouTube, and I knew there were some things that I wanted to see that wasn't on YouTube. So I was like, you know what, let me just, see what it does for me. And I just started making YouTube videos, and even on Facebook, there was like a little YouTube group for Black women, and we just all supported one another. And they shared my stuff, I shared their stuff, and like we all was like this little YouTube family. It was real cute. But yeah, that's pretty much how I started it. Just not seeing, especially for women of color, there are a lot of YouTubers, white YouTubers or whatever, that that like show you how to do makeup on them, which is completely fine. But there's not too well. When I first started, there weren't too many women of color that did makeup or like that showed you how to find your right foundation shade and stuff like that. So I was like, oh well, you know, maybe I can put my input into this, and maybe I can like my supporters will follow me along my journey of getting better, perfecting my craft and stuff like that.
Okay. So when you started to do the YouTube content, were there anything that you watched prior to get started, or you just jumped right into it?
No, I still binge watch YouTube. I when I first got onto it, like some of my favorite YouTubers were like Jackie Ina. She's a big I guess guru. And Aaliyah, what's her name? Aaliyah J. I don't watch her as much anymore, but like like I follow her because she was really into, before she got into the drama, she was really into makeup. So I follow just pretty much like all of the women of color, and then I did follow some like Nikki Tutorial. She's a beast too, and but I just started watching people, and I started like, I want to do this, like and that's how I got into it.
Okay. Do you have any tips for people that want to get into the content creator for makeup? Be
consistent. Consistency is key, and I think that's where I kind of like lost my like touch a little bit, because I'm not consistent when it comes to social media. I'm not a fan of social media. Like I'll post what I want and then I'll just log off. Like I actually haven't even been on it in a while. Okay. Just because I feel I like me better off of social media. Yeah. But definitely, if you want to get into that industry, you have to be consistent. You have to do what you want, because everybody does what they want and they found their own way through YouTube. But consistency is key, without a doubt. And like and of course you want to have good content. Like I started YouTube on my phone, and I think I had one light, and I just gradually like invested more and more in myself. Yeah. But like it doesn't matter where you start, because people are going to love to watch your journey, but you just have to be consistent, because they'll forget about you. Just like any other trend, people forget quickly. We don't have very long attention spans, so yeah. Yeah, I agree, and I think last year, I think it was probably Brent's birthday, you had told me to go ahead and get better lighting and be consistent. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it definitely makes a difference. Yeah. But I think it definitely does. And because I'm debating on whether or not I wanted to really get back into YouTube, because I was testing it out a little bit, but I'm still debating. Yeah. But yeah, that definitely consistency is key with anything. Like even with like your social media, with anything really. Like as long as you're staying consistent and like putting out content. There's this girl, her name is Beats Bad Dab. Like we started out, she might have started out before me, I don't know, but I watched her grow, and she's a bomb makeup artist, but I watched her grow, and she told herself, she's like, yeah, I'm going to put content out every single day. Yeah. And so she's up to like, I think 500,000 subscribers or followers or something like that, but she was consistent. Like she put out great content every single day. Like, so she did a different makeup look every single day. Wow. So, but she profited off of it. Yeah. Like she made like her brand off of it. So that's why I think consistency is a really good thing. And just also, my problem is I didn't really like networking, but like always reaching out to people, like joining groups and stuff like that had the same interests as you as well. So you all can support one another is another good thing to do. Yeah.
I think social media networking can be draining. I mean, social media period can be draining. It's just even scrolling can be draining.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I can definitely understand how you wouldn't want to really touch into it too much. Now, I mean, like I said, you're a star on YouTube. I feel like that, because when you go to a YouTube page and you start watching a video, if there aren't any ads, that means they're not really doing too much as far as that. But whenever I click on yours, I have to watch a 5-second ad before I can go ahead and watch the video. Yeah, so that makes a big difference. Yeah. How did you get to the point where you felt like you felt that you were doing better and better on YouTube? Did you feel like there was ever a point when you first started out that you weren't getting the views that you wanted?
Yeah, definitely. There was definitely a time and point where I was like, why am I doing this? Like, no one's looking, no one's watching my stuff. Why am I doing this? So I just, it actually happened pretty organic for me, because I think I kind of caught on to the YouTube train before it really, really turned in what YouTube is now. Yeah, okay. And I feel like everybody is like looking to be on YouTube to make money off of it.
Yeah.
And I was just looking for on YouTube, just, you know, for something to do. It was a hobby. It made me feel good.
When you're doing your makeup, do you, or not your makeup, but doing other people's makeup, do you feel like you have to capture the exact look that they're going for, or do you have your own artistry that you feel like can enhance what they really want?
It's tough. Because you want to go with, I mean, I am in the field of service, so I have to service my clients, and the customer is technically always right.
Yeah. So,
I mean, but at the same time, it's my work that's on your face. So, like, if that's my way of that's my way of promoting myself as my work. So, I do try to tell them, like, hey, I think this might look a little better if you try it this way. Or like something like that. Like cause if somebody wants like some red, I don't know. If somebody wants something crazy, I'm like, let's try this color.
Yeah. Or
like try to like let's balance it out a little bit because I just think this will look better for you. And usually they'll be like, all right, like I trust you. So
it's basically knowing like their tones, skin tones, and what would look proper on them as opposed to just some outlandish type things.
Yeah, and it took me a long time to figure that out because when I first started, I did have people looking crazy, and I apologize to those people. But yeah, it's all a learning process. Yeah.
So, do you ever get people like when celebrities or somebody come in town? Do you ever get people contacting you for makeup?
I did. It's that's why I say it's the good and the bad with social media because I don't be on social media all the time, so I do kind of miss stuff sometimes. Yeah. So I have missed opportunities because of that. But again, that's another thing. Like I'm out of touch with social media, so I'm out of touch with like what's going on in the city. Oh, okay. And like there are people. So people tell me like you need to because there are like I think Asian Doll, for example. She was like I think she was here and she was like, oh, is there any makeup artists? And I don't know if it was her, it was somebody, but she was like, she posted like, is there any makeup artists? And since I wasn't really on social media, I didn't catch it. So that's like a missed opportunity. Even if she didn't pick me, I didn't get a chance to see it like for the opportunity. But like, so it is, I did get the chance to work on TT or Quay, I think his name is. I did do his makeup a few years ago. But
with the green wig.
Yeah. But other than that, I just I got a love-hate situation with social media. So but I do have plans on being a traveling makeup artist. So I probably am going to go down to Atlanta for 2 months. I do not want to live down there, but I will go and visit for like a month or two, you know, just to see if I can build up my clientele. Yeah. And then if I can, I'll work there and I'll travel around. But
do you like living in Pittsburgh and working in that field, or do you feel like you need to go elsewhere?
I definitely need to go elsewhere. Pittsburgh is not a cosmetic thing. There's so many girls in the city like, oh, I don't wear makeup, or I don't need makeup, or if it's just I want something super light. But the type of makeup that I like is more popular in bigger cities like New York or Texas or Atlanta or Miami or like even Philly, but here it's not really. I would like to have a studio here because I mean this is home even like at the end of the day, but I don't want to stay here, especially if I want to grow. I definitely got to leave.
Yeah, I start to see more and more people leaving anyway.
Yeah.
Really. What do you want to do as far as your career in makeup besides the cosmetic line? Do you still want to just do makeup like after you get the cosmetic line, move in and everything, or do you want to strictly focus on that?
So I want to be a jack of all trades. Okay. I want to do a little of everything. Yeah. So that's why I'm getting back into skincare because I'm actually, if all goes well, I'm not a big fan of school, but I really, my biggest goal at this moment is to own my own med spa. So I want to go back to school for nursing, so I can do cosmetic nursing. Mm-hmm. So if I could do like that, and along with makeup, just have be like an all-in-one one-stop shop. Yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Now, with the cosmetic line, did you have to do like a lot of research with deciding to get into that as well?
Yes, I've been looking into this cosmetic line for about 3 years, and I'm just now getting to it. Yeah. It depends on what you want to do because everybody can go AliExpress and buy lashes and buy products and stuff like that. But I feel like my name is my brand, and that speaks for me, and I want to have quality over just what anybody else can have. So it goes down to looking for chemists, looking for how your packaging is going to be, how the pricing of that all fits in. Am I making revenue? Am I making what I'm spending back? So it's a lot, but it's worth it once you got it down pat.
Right.
Yeah.
Now with the cosmetic line, do you know when you're going to release it?
So I am actually testing some things out. So I'm testing some lashes out. So these are lashes from my line that I'm testing out at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with lashes and glitter. So those are the two things I'm working on now. And then eventually I want to have not only makeup but skincare as well.
Yeah.
So I'm in the process of working on a sunscreen, because I feel like Black people think that we don't need sunscreen, and it's really important. Yeah. So I just want to make a sunscreen line for people of color. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you come up with a name for, or you don't want to say that yet? I don't want to.
I don't have a name. I'm so basic. I like super like minimalistic stuff. So I like super like just like clean, very like just simple stuff. So I was thinking about just having it in my name, like because I have my LLC, it's just Shantell Monique. So I'm just still debating. I don't know yet, but as of right now, that's the only candidate for the name. Yeah.
Well, the simple stuff usually is what's successful. A lot of times, if it's too long, people don't pay attention.
Yeah.
So how long have you had the LLC?
I got my LLC last year.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been dipping and dabbling in it. Even look like as far as looking for like grant, I really do. People are taking advantage of the loans and stuff like that, but I don't want to. I don't want to owe anyone any money. So if I can get a grant, that's great. But mainly I've just been investing in myself. Yeah,
I didn't touch the grants or nothing like that last year. I got the LLC last year too, but I didn't want to touch any grants or anything until I knew I was making enough money to really get everything in order.
Yeah, I know a few people that got the not even grants but the loans. Yeah, and got like $20,000 and $75,000, $100,000 of loans, and I'm like, no, thank you.
It's like going back to school. So
it's like I don't want to owe people. Like I'm over that phase in life. I still got to pay off my student loans.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to do that. But
well, yeah, right. I know. Hopefully not. Come on, Biden.
Yeah. So let me ask about Wings and Wine. Since this is Wings and Wine. Okay. Do you typically drink wine?
I did. Okay. You know me. You know I'm a drinker. But I have just changed like I'm trying to keep like just a better aspect on life and like so that just entails my health as well. So I've been a little bit more health conscious. I try not to drink as much as I used to. And if I do drink, I just drink tequila. Like I try to not drink. I don't really drink any juice or any like pop or soda or anything like that. So that's why I do drink. I love Moscato. Like I'll drink it every once in a while, but I just really try to stay away from sugar. So yeah.
And typically I stay away from sugar too. But like as far as wine goes, because I typically drink red wine, dry red. So I really don't.
I don't like it. Yeah, you like it.
I love it.
I know people that either love it or hate it. Yeah, because it's just I like sweet, so and that just doesn't work for me. But I hear that like dry red wines work better with like I don't know, is it like red meat or something like that?
Yeah. Typically, like if I eat pasta, to be honest, I like the dry red wine. I know some people like the white wine with pasta and stuff like that, but I think I'm just not a big white wine drinker. I think that's what it is for me. Yeah. But I do enjoy wine a lot, but I just had to get away from the hard liquor.
Yeah, I feel you. Trust me, I understand.
Especially the brown liquor.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know. I can't even remember the last time I had brown liquor.
Really? Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But wings, do you typically eat chicken wings? Like I know a lot of people are doing that. I don't know.
So I did. So there was a point of time where coronavirus got the best of me, and I just was eating, and I gained like 20 pounds, and I was like, okay, Shantell, slow down. So I went on a super strict diet. Okay. I cut out dairy. I cut out carbs. I cut out fried foods. I cut out sugar. Then I think that's it. And then I just went to the gym. So I lost it super fast. I lost it within like 2 months. So now I'm good again. So but I was trying to stick up with that diet, and I realized that like I can't deprive myself of stuff. So I do eat things in moderation. Yeah. So I try not to eat too much fried food, but I'm going to eat it. Like whenever I want it, I'm going to have it in moderation.
With beauty and makeup and everything like that, do you feel like that when people come to an esthetician, like a makeup artist, anything, do you feel like they come to people that they look at them and they want to capture that look a lot of times, or do you think it even matters?
I think they do. And there's been, so I've had good and bad customers, and I have customers that like, even myself, I'm like, I want to look like Beyonce, and knowing that I'll never look like Beyonce. But people come to me and be like, I want to look like this, and I'm like, sweetheart, I can get you as close as possible to that. But that's not your face. That's a totally different person with totally different facial structure, totally different. Just everything is different. Their eye shape is different. Their nose is different. So I can give you the idea, like the eye look, but you're not gonna look exactly like that. So. I mean, but people, I don't know, because I did have like one client where she just was like, I want to look exactly like this. And I'm like, unless you go get plastic surgery, I can't make you look like something that you're not. Like, but normally people are cool. Like, especially people here, they're so simple because nobody likes like really dramatic makeup, which is normally what, like, especially in the past, it's what I really used to do. Okay. Like, so they really make it easy for me because like they do like the soft, like really natural looks, and I'm like, this is nothing. I can do this with my eyes closed. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So as far as the look, as far as people coming to you to look a certain way, you mentioned that you people wanted to capture a certain look, but you can't always get that look. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you ever were put in that position where you wanted to do that and come into a makeup artist as well? Like, did you ever tell them that? Like, oh, I want to look like Beyonce, and then they told you? Not like that. I mean, because there are some wonderful things you can do with makeup. You can. That's just not my expertise. Okay. Like, I can do the basics. I can't do like the real top makeup stuff. Yeah. But there has been. I did go to a makeup artist before where I wanted a look. Yeah. And I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, well, this ain't what I wanted. This ain't what I asked for. So I do try, at least with the eyes, because I feel like my eyes are my specialty. Okay. I feel like I definitely try to give them exactly what they want with the eyes. And the face is pretty much simple. It's based on your facial structure. So, yeah. But yeah, I've definitely been in a situation where like I went and I showed someone a picture and was like, can you make me look like that or make my eyes look like that? And it wasn't. It was still pretty. It just wasn't exactly what I wanted. Yeah. So, moving forward with going on with your content, if you want to go ahead and sell the skin line, do you feel like you really need to get more involved in social media again? Definitely. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do with my social media is like take my face out of it, take me out of it. Yeah. And my little sister model, so I was thinking about making her the face of my brand, or just having my product be the face of my brand, because as you know, like I have my personal accounts and stuff like that, and I think I'm just going to completely get rid of. I'm not going to say that I'm going to get rid of them, but I'm just not going to be on them as frequently. Yeah. But when it comes time, because I do want to stay engaged with the following that I do have, because I don't want them to lose interest in me. So I do take my breaks. I take my breaks for like a week or a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. But I do come back, and I try to come back with like content that I have scheduled that I can post. So like while I'm taking my break, I'm still working. Like I'm still having content, so when I'm ready to go back on social media, I can show them that, and it can be good quality content. But I mean, in this day and age, no matter how much you love or hate social media, we need it. Yeah. It's free advertising for our businesses, so it's free promotion, so we need it. So I'm always going to need it. So as much as I can't stand it sometimes, I need it. Did you use it to promote your YouTube videos as well? I used to. Okay. Besides the groups, I mean. Yeah. Okay. I used to, like, I would post, I'm like, hey, I just posted up a video, make sure you check it out, and I'll put like the link of it wherever I posted at. But yeah, I definitely use it to promote my YouTube. Would you recommend people to separate their personal from their business if they're going to do the YouTube content? It depends on what your content is. Okay. For me, I'm a more private person, so I don't want my personal involved with my business. But some people, their personal is their business. Some people vlog, and some people show their lives, and that's how they bring their content for their followers. So it just depends on what type of content you're trying to produce. Mm-hmm. But for me personally, I like to keep them both separate. Okay. Yeah. Could you give me 3 to 5 tips of what you would give to somebody that's going to start their YouTube page for makeup, or already has one and they just feel like they're not doing as well? The main one, like I said before, is definitely consistency. Okay. Don't beat yourself up, because even I do it sometimes, and that's another thing with social media. You see someone that that started off before you, or or started off around the time you started off, and they might be getting more noted, be getting more attention than you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't look at everybody else's experiences because your journey is going to be different.
Right.
So just focus on yourself. Don't focus on what's going around you or who's doing what or whatever. And then make sure you're doing it for you. Don't be like, oh, I want this to be my job. And I mean, because we all want that. We all want to get paid off of YouTube, but your heart has to be in it for the right reason. Or like eventually you'll give up because you might not see. Because there was some girl that I followed and I loved her content, but she was stagnant. She was at maybe 5,000 subscribers for 5 years, and I don't think she ever grew, but she kept being consistent, and it's just what she loved to do. She loved putting out content, and just because she wasn't a big thing, she kept it as a hobby, but people watch her. She has her cult following, and she sticks with it. So it just depends on what you want to do with it, and you can't you just have to be okay with figuring out different ways to pursue it, because what works for one person may not work for you. So you just gotta find your little niche and figure out how to do it, and you'll get there eventually. I'm telling you, consistency is key. Yeah. And then definitely networking. You have to you can't really, it's all about who you know. Yeah. It's about what you know too, but it's people that you know can get you a long way. Yeah. Yeah, and that, so yeah, just a little bit of everything.
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of times people, like you said, they're looking to make money off it. And a lot of times you do have to look at it as a hobby first, because this is still something you're just creating as content. You're not a professional at it at first. So if you come in it as a hobby, you'll enjoy it more because you're doing it for fun.
Exactly.
And then whatever comes with it, comes with it. You know? Yeah. So
and that's true. And it's all about being genuine, because people are going to fill you out. Because I remember, even sometimes I do it now. I'm like, oh, hey guys, welcome back to my makeup channel. And I'm like, that's not me. That is not me. And I just was following the blueprint for YouTube. And people can see right through that. So you just got to be genuine. You got to, if you're really going to do it, be you and do it wholeheartedly and do it genuinely, because if people can tell, they can tell when you're trying to do something because you want something from it or something like that. So yeah,
they always tell you to say like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah,
but does that really break the algorithm?
I don't think it matters.
So.
I think one person said it and it just caught on and everybody rolled with it.
I'll put it in the description.
Yeah,
because if you're going, I don't need to tell you to like it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're going to do what you want to do, right?
But so with the wings, they gave us 3 different types of wings. So they gave us the regular, they gave us henny wings. Okay. And I believe the other one was hot honey, I want to say. So that's why I only put the 3 on there.
I think the hot honey, whichever I had, I didn't try this one yet.
I think that's the henny.
Yeah, the first one I had was really, really good. I like this one. I like the second one too, but the one, it had a little kick to it. I like spicy stuff. Yeah. And it was spicy, so I was like, oh, I like that. But yeah, so that was my favorite, and then this one, I'm not sure what it was.
That might have been the regular one.
Okay, yeah, but it was still good. It just was, my favorite was the spicy one.
Okay.
I'm going to try this one too.
Yeah, let me go and try that one. The regular one was good.
Yeah. So what's this one, like a honey barbecue? See, I normally don't like, everybody likes honey barbecue, but I don't like honey barbecue for some reason. I don't mind it. I'm not going to say I don't like it.
So I like it. And the thing that makes this different, this is black woman owned, the company. And it reminds me of if I'm going to the bar and I'm eating chicken, as opposed to me going to a restaurant and getting chicken wings. It's it's good, but they could be watered down. This tastes really good to me. I do typically rate the wings, so I would give this a 10 out of 10 because this is actually what I would look for in a wing. Yeah. And it's not, it's a full wing, and it's not the steroid bulky wing, so I feel like that really helps out too.
Yeah, the seasoning I definitely give it a 10 I'll give it a 10 out of 10 too. Yeah. It's just my first choice for, it's not honey barbecue. Right. Yeah, I just don't. But yeah, the seasoning and everything is definitely on point. Yeah. What about the wine? Do you like the wine? The wine is good. Yeah. I feel like I haven't had wine in a long time, but the wine is good. It is a little tart. I do like really sweet wines, but I do like it. For the wine, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And I know people are getting mad at me because I'm giving 7 out of 10, but I don't do it that often. I look back at the videos. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
Again, I'm not a big white wine drinker,
Okay.
but I do like this one. Actually, so I had the red already, and I had the Riesling. Now they just came out with like a Merlot, and they do have a rosé, but I've never really got into rosé drinking so like that. So I haven't tried that one yet. But again, this is McBride Sisters Black Girl Magic Riesling. You can go on their website and check them out. You can actually order the wine on the website, or if you're in Pennsylvania, I know they do have it here in the Pittsburgh area now. So it's probably throughout the country. I know they're out of California primarily, though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check them out.
Yeah.
I love some Black Girl Magic.
So, Shantell, tell me, outside of makeup, is there anything else that you're looking to do?
I mean, I want to get my hands into whatever whatever I can possibly get my hands into. I feel like going back into like the women of color or just Black people in general, we are now in like the time to like really take advantage of owning our own businesses and being entrepreneurs and like really like getting money and not working for someone.
Right.
So like once I get my hands like really a hold of the cosmetics, I'm definitely going to see if I can get some property.
Okay.
I would love to have my own nonprofit organization. Yeah. But yeah, I want to get my hands in anything I can get my hands in because I want to, whenever I decide to have kids, I want to pass money on down the bloodline, because like we didn't know no better. Like when I was growing up, all I heard was go to college, get a good job and stuff like that. And I'm just like, now we're realizing that we can make even more money, like doing our own thing and not working for somebody to make someone else rich, but make our own selves rich. So yes, I'm definitely going to get in a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times, like you said, passing stuff down to like generations after you. So I think a lot of times, like us as Black people, I know at least when we were growing up, it was like you're frowned upon if you had stuff passed down to you. It was like you were given something. But I'd rather give my child something and teach them how to take care of it than have them have to work 10 years before they realize, I can go ahead and do this on my own. And
that's the thing. With other cultures, we've been in like, it's been embedded in our heads to like be super independent and not like even like to the point where like a lot of kids are like thrown out at their houses at like 18 because it's just like, but like other cultures, they're like, no, like I'm going to pay for your school, or I'm going to show you how to do this. Even like a teenager, like if I can't give my child anything, I want to give them knowledge. Like if I can't give you money, I want to show you like, look, you can start a business. This is something you're interested in. Make a profit off of it.
Right.
So I just want like things like that. Like if I can't give you pass down money, I definitely want to pass down wisdom or something. Because we're too intelligent not to like have more.
Right.
So, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, and I think it's good to have like a group around you to really encourage you to do stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know even with like the property thing you mentioned, I know Noom's been like real big like in our group talking about we should do this, we should do that, because he's been doing well with it. Him and Ashley been doing well with it in Atlanta. So, but it it does take time. So it takes time and patience for people to do things like that. With what I wanted to ask you lastly, with beauty, what is beauty to you?
It's gonna sound so cliche, but I just feel like with anyone, like when you look good, you feel good. Like I be in the house looking like a whole crackhead. Excuse my language, but I just be looking a mess. And like when I put like some makeup on, some cute clothes, like I just feel better. And I like I'm all about like good vibes, good energy, good like having like a good high spirit. And like I feel like if I could do anything, if me making someone look better can bring up their spirit, then I'm definitely going to do it. Like I try to do I try to be as positive as I can and as friendly as I can, like, and give any advice that I can. But like beauty it's more than just beauty. It's like, of course it's something on the outside, but it goes deeper than that. Like I want to make sure not only that you're getting an experience where you look beautiful, but I want you to feel good as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm glad that you came on. Glad we're able to do this. Yes. Thank you for coming on.
Finally.
Yeah. Yeah, the weather messed a few things up. Yeah. Pittsburgh got an actual winter this year.
Oh, God, it's horrible.
But Again, thank you for coming on. Thank you to the sponsor for today, Dirty Bird's Chicken.
That's so good.
Again, you want to check out McBride Sisters. I'll put all the information in the detail section of the YouTube channel, so you'll be able to know where to look for all this information. Shantell, give them your social media.
Okay.
If you want to.
Even though I'm not on her that much, but everything is Shantell Monique. My Facebook, Shantell Monique. My YouTube, Shantell Monique. My Instagram, that's where I'm probably most active.
Okay.
That's where I put up all my makeup when I'm bored. That's where I put all my makeup content. It's Shantell.Monique. I just got on the Twitter bandwagon. Now that's Telly with the milk.
Okay.
But that's I don't even tell nobody about that, so I don't even know if y'all ready with it. I'm ready for that. So, but yeah, Instagram Shantell.Monique.
Okay. And again, you can find me at City Needs Me on any social media. You can find the Wings and Wine page on Instagram at WingsXWine. You can like, comment, subscribe, and share this video as well. This has been Wings and Wine, episode 13. Thank you for watching. You have a great evening.